Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Natasha and this is episode number 98. I'm almost 100, won't be long, 2 weeks time. So, how are you all? I hope you have had a lovely new year so far. I know I have made several videos this year already, but I just got the bug for it, so I thought why not. I am in my nightshirt, I'm afraid, but this is the way we roll today. It is very, very cold outside. We have had a very small sprinkling of snow overnight, and it just looks like a very, very heavy frost, but it is so slippery out there and there's lots of black ice. So I haven't ventured out very far, and luckily my fan has just stopped. I was going to say, I'm sorry about the noise, but without actually cutting it off completely, we need to keep it on because they've been cooking in the kitchen, and it takes away the steam and what have you, but then it just has the incessant little hum. So the loudness has gone now, it's just the hum to put up with, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, so really I haven't got a lot to show you, but I have 2 starts. I've started 2 things, and so I'm showing you those today. One of which I have made from an old one, and as you can see there's something missing there, isn't there? And it looks like this. I have peeled it back because I have chosen to do something totally different, and it's very cold here, so I'm using my Advent blanket to keep me warm because it's very cold in the kitchen. Anyway, look at this. Isn't it lovely? I've just realised I hadn't got a stitch marker in the end, but I've literally just got this bit left out of a whole ball, because the other ball that I had left, I started with this fresh before I took all of the old one back. And this is the corner to corner zigzag waffle, and I can't stop touching it. Honestly, it really is such a beautiful, beautiful stitch. It looks lovely. It's really chunky and really, really lovely. It's even though it's a DK, because I'm using the Aurora, James C. Brett Aurora. I don't have the colourway because it's just a number, but I haven't got the ball band with me, so I can't tell you exactly. But I've talked about this lots and lots of times before. I've just changed the pattern basically. But I bought the pattern from Etsy, and the written instructions didn't really make sense to me. As much as I sort of knew what they were saying, but it just didn't make sense. Anyway, it had a link in the pattern, so if you do want to buy the pattern, I can put it down in the description box below. And then they've got a demo link in the pattern, so you'll be able to see it being done on YouTube, and that's how I did it really. And when I watched the video, I thought, well, yes, that's what he said, but it just didn't click in my mind. So I am very happy about that. And it said in the pattern to use a 6.5mm hook, even though it's only a DK. But I found that with this 6.5, it was really floppy and really too loose. So I went down to a 6mm hook, I think. Let me just check, because I do have it here somewhere. Would you know, right, I've just been trying to search for my phone, couldn't find it, so I'm using my old one, and then I find my new one. that sums up my day, doesn't it, today? Anyway, never mind. No, it's not here, so I don't know what I've done with it. I'm sure it was a 6mm hook. I wrote down 6mm, so it must be. Anyway, this, I thought I would stop here and show you exactly how much one ball did of DK, which I'm really quite pleased about. It is a good substantial baby blanket, and so I'm going to go a little bit further with this one, and then I'll start decreasing, but I really do love it, and I'm really pleased that I did decide to renew a little bit of to be able to carry on, really. And I think sometimes that's what it takes, isn't it? It just takes a little bit of something, whether it be a new pattern or something, just to kind of reignite your passion for it again, you know? So that's what I decided I was going to do. And so I've spent a couple of evenings on that, and honestly it works up so good. On yesterday, which we're on Sunday evening now, so you can see this tomorrow morning, Saturday, I went and had dinner with my brother, and I took this in the car and I was doing it all the way up. On the way back it was dark, so I couldn't, but I was so impressed the fact that I managed to do this in the car as well, because once you get to know the pattern, it's just onward and onward. And it's a paid for pattern, so I can't really explain what I did, but all I can tell you is that it was very straightforward, very successful, and I'm very impressed. But if you can see, the basic stitch is basically, what did I do actually? It's basically 3 double crochets, miss 2, and then 3 double crochets all in the same one, and that's how it gets compiled. But I'm very, very impressed. I really love it. So that was my first thing, and my second thing is this. Now, if I can just do it. There it is underneath. It's because I've got all my yarn in it, look. It's already a wonderful yarn bowl, but I am going to keep going because I've got some of this super chunky that I need to get used up. And I thought, I'm just fed up with seeing it, and I've got literally 2 upstairs which aren't the same colour as this, but I've got 2 more upstairs, and then I've emptied a whole of one of my pigeonhole type things, because I've got the wire baskets. You will have seen it from my videos from when I lived in the other place, because I had it all displayed on the wall. Anyway, that's upstairs in my bedroom, and I've used pretty much a whole container, one of those squares full of yarn. So I am very pleased about that, because it means I can make room for some more. Anyway, what I made it with is I'm on my second ball of the Mariner Super Chunky, which I was donated actually from my neighbour. She they knocked on my door and said, can you make use of this, because we know that you crochet? So I said, yes, of course, I can make lovely baskets with it. And it's 100-gram weight, and it is the shade Madonna. They don't make this anymore. It was Shaw's before they went bankrupt, where they used to sell it, so I don't know if you can get it online or not, but I've had it for quite a while and I just wanted to get rid of it, so I've used one already, and this is what I have left. And then this is the second ball of this, and I've only just attached this one, but this one is Lion Brand Yarns Wool Ease Thick and Quick from lionbrand.com, and it is 170 grams in weight, which is 106 yards or 97 meters. So I'm literally just starting another one of those. Ow. And where did I just put that other one? See if the meterage is on here. It doesn't look like it. No, I can't. It doesn't tell me how many yards or anything is on this one. But they're saying to use a 10mm hook for the Super Chunky, and for this one it was a 9mm hook. Well, I'm using a 10mm hook because it's the largest I've got, and I've paired it up. If I can just unravel it a bit, take my hook out, and I put, because it's still very, very soft, because it is very soft yarns, so I paired it up with this because I've got loads of this, and it just basically looks like string, but it's cotton, and I would say it's a cotton DK, but I was given this and it didn't have a ball band, so I can't tell you anything about it, but I thought at least it will get some of this done and used, so I put that together. And the hook that I ordered for it, because I don't have any large ones, is a 10mm crochet hook from the Quilted Bear. Now, I'm usually used to Susan Bates, and that they are like the inline hooks, but these ones are like the boys hooks ones, and it's all right. I'm getting on with it. I mean, I used to use these before I went over to the Susan Bates, so it's not too bad, but it's really hard on my hands, really hard, and I have to keep stopping. But it's these two knuckles that it affects, nothing else. And, you know, I'm full of doing this, so I'm hoping that my bingo wings will be gone, you know, and that will help that. But it does hurt me just here and here, so I do have to keep stopping. And I think it's because I'm holding the hook so tightly, because I don't. It's this bit that kind of moves, you know, when I'm doing stuff. So I think it is just because I hold it so tightly. And these, this hand hurts me here quite a lot when I'm just kind of trying to do it to go round. But I mean, it's not too bad because I hold it here like this, you know, and I kind of just go round and round and round. And so I started this only the other night, literally Friday night, I think. And the pattern that I'm using is, I've got it written down, I just can't see it for looking. The Jada and Stitches tutorial on YouTube, and it's called The Big Beautiful Basket. I'll put the link in the description box below. But basically, she increased right up until it was 80 stitches around, and then you do it in the front loop, I want to say, maybe back loop. Golly gosh, I can't even remember what's going on with me today. Anyway, front or back loop, whichever one it is, because I can't remember, to then make it sort of come upwards. And it's coming up, but it's also going out, and I thought that was because it would be because of the fact it is so soft, really, and it's quite hard to do it. But I'm hoping that when it goes up a little bit, it'll be fine. But if it splays out, it means I can fit more yarn in it, doesn't it really? At the moment it just looks like a cat basket, doesn't it? Oh. But I love it, and that's the main thing, isn't it? I've never actually made one. I always said I was going to, but never did. And really, I should have put it on my goals for 2026, shouldn't I? Because then that would have literally took one off straight away. But that is all I have. Oh, no, well, yes, that's all I've got for you today. But I showed this on one of my other videos. But I did this right at the beginning, and I thought, well, I'll mention it on my Monday video. But I started the June blanket, got that far. I didn't like it. I don't like the stitch. I don't know whether it's because I don't like the colourway as it is together there, and I was just too impatient to wait for the rest, or what it was. I don't know. I mean, I can lay them all out on the table and I think, oh yes, that's really lovely. So it's got to be the stitch, but I thought it'd be really nice to do and quite peaceful, but no. So I thought I would chop it off, show you that I've managed to do this, and then just find another pattern for the colourway. But I have got a couple of patterns in mind that I do want to do for it. So I will, because there isn't much that's missing from there, so it should be fine. So when I get round to it, I will show you what I've managed to decide to do with the June yarn kit. So that'll be the second one now that I've done other patterns with, but I just think that I could use it for a lot nicer pattern. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. When you're not in love with something, it's really difficult, isn't it, really? And so that's what I'm kind of up against. But yeah, so the June blanket was a flop, so we're going to find out something else to use it for and do something totally different. I have been working on something today, but I'm not going to show you that because that's for another time. And really and truly, that brings me to the end. But I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? I'm back to work tomorrow, providing that the Mother Nature is kind. It's only a non-pupil day for me tomorrow, so it's not too bad. Don't have to leave extremely early like we normally do. So we're just going to see what happens. I'm not going to cross my fingers because I don't really want to anyway. I think it's something that could be done on virtually, you know, and sit there. But never mind. Who am I to just, you know, I can comment, can't I? But I'm not the one that makes the decisions. So anyway, never mind. I am going to be back again next week, if not before. I will, yeah, I've got something in the pipeline, so I'm going to see what happens. But if not, then I'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely week and stay cozy and stay warm in this awful weather, because this week is supposed to be staying very cold. So do take care and do stay warm. Oh, before I go, the saga of my heating carries on, because now I can either have heating or hot water. Can't have both until the 12th. So we've got to wait a week, literally week tomorrow. So I don't know. We just have to keep waiting. But we called them back, and because it wasn't working. And then when the people did come, it all of a sudden worked, but the machine said it wasn't working even though it was working. And then it decided that we couldn't have heating. We can't have hot water if the heating's on, and we can't have heating if the hot water's on. So that was a bit strange. And there's a big clonking noise that they need to come and sort out on the 12th as well. So I don't know. The boiler's only 6 years old, so I'm not really sure. And of course, we've only been here since March, and we've not really needed the heating till now. And so it's quite difficult, isn't it? But it's always funny that you run into troubles when you need the heating on, and it's always really, really cold. I mean, when there's weather warnings out for -3 and even more than that, and then your heating decides to pack up, it's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? But anyway, never mind. I'm going to go, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, everyone. Love to you all. Bye.